I am starting today's recording with these two images of the Divine Feminine that I have permanently on my wall in my living room. This is the first one, an unidentified, beautiful angel surrounded in a violet aura and with the doves flying around her and one above her head. This is the second image of another beautiful unidentified angel with many white doves surrounding her. The lights are present because this is a Christmas decoration that my mother gave to me many years ago. The reason I am showing these two images today is because Lady Metisse, Metatron's divine counterpart, has asked to speak in today's video. Who is Metatron's divine feminine counterpart. Greetings, my most dearly beloved ones. It is with great joy that I come to you, and am grateful for this opportunity to speak with all of you. As Christmas does these videos at Metatron's request, it is he that normally brings forth the message. But please know that I am always present whenever Metatron manifests, as we are totally one, united in our beings, in our intent, and in our action in the world. All of our activities are perfectly balanced, synchronized, and harmonized with each other. There are times when his influence is greater. There are times when my influence is greater. But they are always united in purpose and of one will. There is no separation or division between Metatron and myself in any dimension whatsoever. But this is one of those times when I would like to come to the forefront of the discussion and bring forth the divine feminine perspective on what is happening on the planet at this time. This is a time when balance is being restored in all dimensions and in all beings. If you imagine an old-time scale where there were two pots or two plates hanging on either side of a balance, you will remember that in order to bring one of the plates into balance, more weight had to be given to it in order to bring it into balance. That is what is required on the planet at this time. That there be more feminine energy flooding the planet and all the beings upon it in order to bring balance. So what do these feminine energies look like, which you need more of at this time? The first and primary requirement is that of more love. There needs to be more love within every single human, so that every single human may begin to express more love in their environment, to the people that surround them, to the objects that surround them, to the plant, mineral, and animal kingdoms. All of the dimensions require more love at this time. They already have the love of the angels and the archangels. But there is a great lack of love yet from the human community. The only way the humans can give more love is by filling their own beings with love. And the greatest way that I know for human beings to be more love is for them to recognize, it is for you to recognize that you are loved by God. Whatever your religions, whatever your beliefs, please know that the Creator of this universe loves you deeply, totally, and unconditionally. This love, however, will remain useless to you unless you know this and accept this love within your very own being. The first time that Christmas truly felt God's love for her, it brought tears to her eyes. She was overwhelmed by the feeling of being known by God and loved by God. That she was not simply an anonymous being running around the planet, but that God, her Creator, truly loved her. And this feeling has been the foundation upon which she has built her spiritual work ever since. This feeling came to her on the day that she was told that she could receive channeled messages. She didn't even know what channeled messages were at that time. And yet, she has continued from that very day to become and to be an excellent channel for all of the light beings that have wished to use her to bring their messages to the beings with whom they have a personal connection. She had never channeled Metatron until she had been a channel for some 15 years. She was giving a class on channeling at the time, and a new student appeared in the group. Without saying anything, Metatron came through her, identifying himself, so that this new person in the group would be convinced of Christmas's validity. For this new person came into the group having decided that she would only accept Christmas as a channel if Christmas spontaneously channeled Metatron for her. And this occurred. It was then many, many, many years later before Christmas channeled Metatron again, always at the request of another being. It wasn't until approximately 2 years ago that Metatron came to her and told her that all of the angels, all of the guides, all of the light beings, all of the ascended masters whom she had ever channeled were working under his guidance. It was he, Metatron, that was in charge of all of the message that these other light beings gave to her. And it was some time after that that I made her aware of my presence as Lady Metisse, Metatron's divine feminine counterpart. She looked around to see if she could have a confirmation of the name Metisse from anyone anywhere, and there was none. So she was obliged to either trust in herself and the information that she was being given, or not to express it at all, to deem it worthless and unreal. She made the wise choice of following the information that she is being given. This has been one of her greatest challenges as a channel. It was over 10 years ago that we asked her to stop listening to other channels and to stop giving them more validity than what she was receiving on her own. She was incapable of doing that, and continued to look to others who she thought were better channelers than her, who received better, more accurate information than her. And though she would often reject their information if it didn't correspond to what she was receiving, she still wished to have the confirmation of what she did receive, so that she could feel better about it. I am happy to say that Christmas has finally reached the point where she is trusting in the information that she is receiving. And now you may be asking why I have gone into all of these details about the difficulties that Christmas has gone through in order to trust in that which she receives on her own. It is because I know that many of you are also in the same state. Many of you have awakened to your own intuitive abilities rather recently. You are excited about this, and you are also fearful of this. You are fearful of errors you might make. You are often full of doubt as to what you are receiving. Metatron has told you in a past video to always record in some fashion the information that you receive during your own channeling or intuitive sessions. This is because it is so very easy to forget what you receive and to distort what you remember you have received. If you record it by a video or by a digital recorder, a tape recorder, or even writing out by hand what you receive as you receive it, then it will be as purely as you were able to receive it. As you practice, you will be able to receive it more purely. As any resistance or filtering on the ego's part will be removed with practice, because you will see, you will remove it. You will see how it filters and how the ego wants to change. Sometimes just a small detail, sometimes just a word. But you will become quite well aware of when the ego is trying to change what you are receiving. So I encourage you to do this often, beloveds. Fill your beings with love. Know that you are loved. And this love will assist you in all of your intuitive work and in all of your work in the physical realm. From the place where we see your world, everything is one. There is no separation. There are simply atoms of creation that vibrate at lower and lower frequencies, and where they hold less and less love and light. not because they are unable to, but because you have stopped loving them. When you stop loving your body stops reflecting that love back to you. And so you see a body that becomes ill, tired, and begins to age. When you don't love the people around you, you stop receiving love from them as well. When you do not love your home or your job or any aspect of the world that you live in, that love is no longer reflected back to you. And you begin to feel yourself in a loveless environment. There is a very easy way to correct this. And it is to fill every part of your world with love. Love it as God loves you, unconditionally, fully, completely, joyfully. This is my message for you today, beloveds. Your world is in need of great love. You are in need of great love. And the only way you can receive this love is by being open to it, accepting it into your being, knowing with all of your heart and all of your mind and all of your soul that you are loved by all of the angels and all of the ascended masters and all of the light beings assisting the planet through her ascension, birthing her into a new awareness, into a new multidimensional body of perfection. As above, so below. As she is being birthed into her multidimensional body of perfection, so are you. Everything that you are going through on an individual level, your beautiful planet is going through on a planetary level. Even your solar system and galaxy is going through a rebirthing process into vaster multidimensional forms of perfection. And love is the power behind all of these transformations. Love is the essential ingredient in every atom as it is in every galaxy. So this is why I ask you that if you do no other spiritual practices whatsoever, that you, at the very least, focus on love. Become love. Receive love. Be love. Everywhere. All the time. And if you do this, I will be present in your being. I will magnify that love, both within you and surrounding you, so that you will desire love even more. And you will desire to be a vehicle of greater love. For one moment now, I wish you to close your eyes and to feel all of the love that I am surrounding with as you listen to this video. You may wish to visualize a sparkling pink energy everywhere around and within you. This sparkling pink energy is divine love in its most pure form. You may feel an effervescent joy bubbling up within you, enlightening your heart and your mind with the joy of love. Remain in this pink frequency as much and as long as you would like. And know that you can bring it into your being anytime you desire, just by visualizing the sparkling pink light and feeling the love coming into your being. This is my gift to you. This is the gift of all of the divine feminine energies and beings that are assisting the planet at this time. We all love you very dearly.